So, I heard y'all wanted more fan videos. Now, we'll see how this one does. Because it seems to me that whenever I upload a fan video, no one cares. You're not a fan of my fan videos, I guess you could say. Anyway, this is a Super, or Superior Electric, as they're actually known. Model 808, it looks like. Desk fan. They used to call these drugstore fans because that's where you generally bought these cheap things. I'd imagine this one's probably from the 1960s, maybe the 1970s, but I could be completely off base on that. It's fairly old. It's all metal. You will never find a fan like this, especially of this cheap stature, that's gotten any metal at all, let alone as much metal as this one does. The blades are metal. I mean, it's not like a good quality metal or anything like that, but it's still metal. It's like stamped steel. It tilts, but there's no speed control and there's no oscillator. You just plug it in and it runs. This example, well, it turns. That's the best thing I can say for it. Listen to this. So we're going to oil this and probably clean it up a little bit. There's probably not a whole lot that I can do for the rust that's all over it other than repaint it. And I really, honestly do not want to repaint this because I don't have that kind of time on my hands right now. So taking this apart looks like it might be a little bit entertaining. The fan blades themselves are held on with a screw. You can see it there, but of course it's anybody's guess as to whether or not that screw will actually come off of there. And then the grill is held on with 2 nuts, so I'll have to find a nut driver. And then it looks like the whole thing just kind of comes off as an assembly. I don't know how you get the blades out of there. Maybe you're not supposed to, I don't know. The back comes off fairly easily. There's a Phillips head screw back there. And you can pull the entire assembly off, period, with a little wing nut like that. You can pull the base off. So, we'll embark on a mini restoration, I guess you can call it. Because I'm not really going to do anything about the Pat now that it's developed over the course of the last 60, 70 years. Okay, well, not going to be much of a restoration. Because I can't get those blades off. And you can see I've tried a couple of different lubricants, WD-40 and the penetrating oil, to try and get that set screw to come off of there, and it won't. So I don't know. It looks like it might have at one point in time had indentations on it for a nut driver, but I can't get a nut driver small enough, or I don't own a nut driver small enough, so I can't get that off of there like that either. So, I don't know. I guess it's just not going to come off. I don't even know how you would get this off. I don't think you can get the blades out. I don't think you can get the blades out of this. I think the blades are on there, and you have to take them both off. The good news is that I was able to oil it. It's got a little bit more motor noise than it had before, and I'm wondering if maybe that's because of the positioning of some of these wires in here. I'm hoping that I haven't managed to make this hot. Because I don't think that it was before. I'm going to try and adjust this wire in here. It's not plugged in or anything. I guess it's just going to sit there. So I'll have to get like some kind of NCV or something and just make sure that I didn't. But I think you'll agree it works a lot better now. It's a little out of balance. I think that's the speed it's supposed to run at. Moves a decent amount of air. I don't want to touch it, again, because I've got some concerns that the chassis might be hot. So, I don't know. There's no real insulation in this anywhere. It's kind of a dangerous design. Well, I mean, as if, you know, the entire open fan grill wasn't dangerous enough. So, it works. Sort of. The blade might actually be loose, honestly. Unplug it here. Watch it spin down. So probably not necessarily a functional fan any longer, but a neat little display piece. I need to clean off the oil that looks like it's dripped all over this. The WD-40 and all that other crap. Let's see if we can run it up and get some kind of a listen in to the motor noise, if there is any. You can see what I mean by 60 hertz hum that this did not have before. I can move that and it'll change. See? So I guess there's a specific position this is supposed to be in order to minimize the noise. I don't know. It's kind of interesting though. It was good, and then I played with it. I wonder if it would run differently. Come on. You stupid piece of junk. It's in exactly the same position that it was. I guess it's just going to make noise. I wonder if I touch it with a screwdriver. Well, that's not doing anything. So, I would think that if it were hot, you'd get some sparks off of that, but or you'd trip a breaker or something else, but it doesn't seem to have done so. I'm still a little wary of touching it. Seems like it's running quite well now, though. Kind of funny how that works. I'll unplug it. Let it spin down. Not sure why it's making that noise. I don't think it's off balance or any... Well, it is off balance, but I don't think it's off center or anything like that. Let's try running it again. Let it run for a little bit here. Like I said, if anybody's got any information about the fan, how old it is, a good method for removing the blades when you can't actually get WD-40 to work, this would probably actually be a nice little fan to just put over at the other place, underneath the, on one of these shelves right beside the bed that I've got. I have a, one of those Sunbeam retro box fan things, those circular whatevers. This might actually be a good replacement for that, because that fan only runs when I have the light turned on, so... Anyway, too bad that mosquito did not just fly into the fan and die. That would have been nice. But it seems to be working now. I think I'm going to leave it. I'm sure the next time I go to use it, it'll stop. So let's go ahead and spin it down. And that'll conclude the video. Do have some more fans to make videos of. Got that that Brown Blade Mastercraft I've got to put oil in again, but I don't think I'm going to make a video about that. It's not that interesting.